Isotope GMT 0 degree in review. I make absolutely no attempt to hide the fact that I'm a big fan of GMT watches. Sure, I don't travel much these days, but knowing what time the servers at work are on is helpful, and the fact that you can tell we're in the 24-hour cycle watches is also beneficial. So, when Isotope reached out to see if we wanted to have a look at the prototype Isotope GMT 0 degree models, I said yes without hesitation. You might remember Isotope from our prior articles covering the Isotope Palacino di Pearl, Gauto, and the old Radium. Through all of these designs, the Isotope inverted raindrop has remained present, and it's a solid way to unify and identify the brand's watches, and here we are once again, with the raindrop right there, front and center. Literally, in this case, you've got the large teardrop for which the GMT hour scale is printed, and then inside of that another teardrop appears as the indicator on the disc that rotates to note the 24-hour mark. Finally, there is a third around the back of the case, where you've got a view of the movement as well as a chart telling you the GMT offsets for major cities of the world. All in all, it gives a unique look to the Isotope GMT 0 degree, particularly with the cutouts employed on the dial used to indicate the date of the month that things are currently on. It makes for a cleaner look with all the curves on the dial, and fills up what might otherwise be empty space on the dial. This does give into practical considerations when it comes to the thickness of the watch, as you need room for the pinning to drive the center 24-hour marker, as well as space for the sandwich-style construction and the date disc itself. So, yes, the watch is a bit thicker than anything but the sportiest of GMT, but it wasn't a problem for me, as I felt the lugs held it to the wrist pretty well, and given it's steel encased and has a 200 WR rating, I'd say you could get up to some sport with the watch. As you can see from the photos, we were loaned two versions of the Isotope GMT 0 degree, one with a blue dial, and one with a white dial. While I was initially drawn to the blue version, I actually found myself preferring the white dial. That's personal preference, though. Both were quite legible, and you'll appreciate how the main handset is partially skeletonized. This is for aesthetics, sure, but it's also practical. It keeps the hour hand from obscuring the 24-hour marker, and the minute hand from obscuring the date indication dot. In other words, thoughtful design. Given the robustness of the build, the Swisstick S2445 movement inside should be well protected. Isotope positions the Isotope GMT 0 degree as a tool watch, and in one sense it is. It's robust, and it provides a specific function. However, with the smoothing out of the design details, it comes across as a much more polished take to the tough globetrotter, and one perhaps a bit more unobtrusive as the more common diver with a GMT hand on it. In other words, the Isotope GMT 0 degree hits all the marks a traditional GMT watch should cover on, while giving you a unique look that's still capable and ready for some more adventurous travel. Now, what you see here in our photos of the watch are very close to production. To pre-order your Isotope GMT 0 degree, you'll just need to head over to their site. The base versions come in at just over $1,000, while the Tula models add another $150 or so to the price. If you're thinking of picking one up, and you pre-order in May, you'll be entered to win either a Gauto, Orange, or Norbud. Additionally, while the pre-order is open, the code GMT15 will net you another 15% off the price. That pre-order discount should last for a few more weeks until they start shipping orders out in late June.